Macmillan Audio presents The Recital by Gregg Hurwitz. Narrated for you by Scott Brick. Joey was scared. Very scared. More scared than she knew. Her orphan training, even aborted, had taught her many things about preparing in the face of fear. In keeping with the assassin's third commandment, she had mastered her surroundings, walking the facility multiple times each week for the past month to stay familiar with the layout, check entrances and exits, and scan for possible threats. This morning's preparation started with the second commandment. How you do anything is how you do everything. She had done her four-square breathing. She had visualized the approach. She had dressed the part. Torn black jeans with fishnets beneath them. Not porny fishnets, but rocker ones from Spencer's in the mall. Her hipster sexy Doc Martens, the ones with embroidered roses on the toes. Her black-brown hair swept up in a ponytail to show off her right side undercut. Emerald nose stud to turn up the wattage on her eyes. Skull bracelet. She was mission prepping in a bathroom stall of UCLA's Schoenberg Music Building. In this case, mission prepping meant fighting with her nerves, which were debating whether they should make her puke. She'd done several rounds of the mission already, but the lead-up each time remained daunting. Just as she fought her gorge back into place, a trio of popular girls swept through in a breeze of laughter, upspeak, and Bath and Body Works scents. The frilly ones like champagne toast and iced lemon pound cake that she was afraid to try in case someone laughed at her overreach. She waited, bathed in popular girl banter and their emanated ease of existence. Once they left, she emerged into the left-behind haze of sugary fragrance and regarded herself in the mirror. She adjusted her hair, pulling a few tendrils forward to frame her face, which distracted from the remaining baby fat of her cheeks and chin and made her look slightly more grown-up. If she squinted, she looked pretty enough. But the stakes were high. Was she pretty enough to pass? The manila folder grew sweaty in her hand. She was breathing too hard. Back to four-square breathing. She closed her eyes, visualized martial arts movements of the grappling Okinawan Tegumi tradition. Sweat, force, power. Enacting kata, even in her mind, reminded her nervous system what strength and solidity felt like. She opened her eyes. She had this. She walked out with determination, hitting the swinging door with the heels of both hands. She had to slide her student Bruin card, Josephine Morales, into the window slot to reserve the practice room. She'd been safe from governmental kill squads for long enough now to reclaim her true name. Evan Smoak, her uncle person, had wiped her trail clean and put the last of her would-be killers in the ground. He was a serious assassin who'd killed a bunch of people all over the world as Orphan X, but now was like a feel-good assassin who only helped folks who were being terrorized by assholes and abusers and had no one else to help them. It was weird that the safest person she knew was also the most dangerous. But if you thought about it, it made perfect sense, too. Inside the practice room was a baby grand piano. Joey sat on the bench. She waited. The shining ivory and ebony looked supremely luxurious, like behind-the-glass items in a fancy jewelry store that she wasn't allowed to touch. Her hands trembled. A moment later, her instructor entered in a clatter of wooden bracelets, ensconced in a miasma of patchouli. Ms. DeVries removed her bracelets and set them on a side table, as she always did, so there'd be no distraction.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?